Hey guys, it's Rob here and welcome back to a video series called A Look Back. This is where I take a look at an old movie or a character or a game and take a look at it. Honestly, this is just an excuse to take a look at old games and movies, but hey, it's YouTube, you can do anything. What the? No, Incredible Hulk, it's not your turn yet, get out of here. So today we're going to be taking a look at Iron Man. Iron Man came out in 2008, a year that gave us movies like Hellboy and The Dark Knight. Iron Man takes place before all the craziness happens in the MCU. The first invasion, the second invasion, the third invasion. You know, Earth seems to be getting invaded a lot in the MCU. And it's in this movie that Tony Stark makes his first appearance. And what I love about this movie and Tony Stark in this movie is seeing how far he's come. In this movie, he sleeps with women, buys expensive cars, he's a playboy, which is far different from the Tony Stark we see in Avengers Infinity War. But one thing I've noticed is a lot of character attributes show themselves in this movie that we see throughout the MCU movie, like his position on accountability that drove him into a certain side in Civil War. In this movie, he's a fantastic character, which is brought out by Robert Downey Jr., who played Tony Stark / Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. brings a certain level of charisma that I don't think any actor could bring other than Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man also gave us a lot of iconic scenes that are in the MCU. For instance, in the caves, we get to see the creation of the first Iron Man suit, and we also get this scene right here after it's finished and he escapes. After Tony escapes, the movie spends a lot of time on the creation of the second Iron Man suit, the color scheme, the trial and error, and eventually the flight. And for a movie that was released in 2008, it really holds up. Of course, there's the odd CGI here and there, but for the most part, it holds up, even to today's standard, which can't really be said for the villain of the movie, which is an incredibly forgettable villain, and I honestly had to look up his name after I rewatched the movie. That's how forgettable this villain is. Obadiah Stane was basically a copycat of Iron Man, but wanted to kill Tony Stark. I mean, he also wanted to take over Tony's business, but for a villain motive, it's pretty dull and boring. Now, Iron Man 1 of course gave us the introduction to other characters other than Tony Stark. It gave us Agent Coulson, which sparked Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and of course that later became a show too, which unfortunately gave us Inhumans, but that's another thing for another day. And it also gave us Pepper Potts, whose appearance in the MCU is very welcome, but we don't really get to see her that much. Now, of course, you can't talk about Iron Man 1 without talking about that end scene credit. And this is where Nick Fury invites Iron Man / Tony Stark into the Avengers project, which got everybody excited to see Avengers in live action. Once that movie came out, that's when the MCU really took off. Overall, Iron Man 1 still holds up today. It's very enjoyable, it's funny, it's relatable, it is a fantastic movie, and if you want to rewatch it again, I think you should, because it's a really good movie. Alright guys, that's it for this episode of A Look Back. If you guys have any ideas for episodes, tell me in the comment section below, and tell me your thoughts on Iron Man if you have watched it recently. I'll be doing one for as many MCU movies that I can before Endgame, and make sure you subscribe for those too. Thanks for watching and have a good one.